Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Laugh Podcast. Today, we're doing the Huntergames interview.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a list of about 20 questions. Here to ask Hunter just about his time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. We just can't stand to look at each other.
Yeah. Can't stand to see him.
Hate this guy. Anyways,
Yeah.
interview me.
Well, why I'm here. He
Yeah.
demanded an interview.
Yeah, I totally did.
Whoop-de-doo, yeah. Alright. Start this off, and I asked, these first three questions to everyone. By everyone, I mean Jurassic. I will ask
More to
everyone.
come. More to come.
So how long have you been doing YouTube? In general.
Oh man, how long have I been doing YouTube? Since the womb.
Since
So-
the womb?
Since I came out. So, I've just watched YouTube videos all my life. I grew up on phones, technology. I had all that. So, I mean, YouTube was the biggest platform. So I saw YouTube videos and I was like, I'm gonna make them, and then I made them since I don't know, I'll say 2014 because that's when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and I was like, well, this is great.
Nice. Nice.
Almost a decade now.
So then, I mean, you kind of already answered that. But then, when did you first, have that desire to do YouTube? That first, when did you get your first taste of the YouTube drug?
Yes, the first pill. Yeah. When I watched Markiplier's episode 1 of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
I was
that was a big inspiration for so many.
Was it scariest game ever made? Five Nights at
Yeah.
Freddy's Part 1. That was my little push to make YouTube videos.
So, in your time making YouTube, before Hunter Games, have you had any, past channels or, other names or anything you went by?
I've had dozens, dude. So the first channel I ever had, it was called SZ8. It's still up. It has I think 30 subs. It
I've
doesn't have
seen
any
it.
videos. I've gone by so many names. There's countless. I went from SZ8 to Outside the Cube to Supers to Super Sup to Super Sup YT to Hunter Games. So there's been so many channels over the last couple years.
Yeah, I have a very similar situation, and it was actually interesting because the last interview, Jurassic has always gone by Jurassic.
Really?
He's always been Jurassic Master, and he mentioned there were times before he did YouTube where he kind of he pretended to do YouTube, and he went by things like Jurassic Claw and Jurassic Dark and tried other things, but stuck with Jurassic Master most of the time. It's interesting how
That's cool.
some people, we go through all these names and we cycle, and then you have other people that have just always been who they are.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So on these previous channels of yours, SC8, Super Sup,
What have you?
what type of content did you make mostly, or
So, at first, like I said with Five Nights at Freddy's, there was this. I don't know what the app is called. It's probably gone. There was this screen recording app on your phone. It was before screen recording was a feature on the phone.
it's a feature?
Yeah.
What kind of old phone do I have? Okay.
It's the new age, old man. So
Stuck in the times.
yeah, there was this screen recording app, and I downloaded Five Nights at Freddy's, and I played it, no commentary. I was just playing Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's, and I uploaded it to SZ8, probably as a couple episodes, and that was the first content, and yeah, after that was Growtopia and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I then cycling through Minecraft, Roblox, whatever.
yeah. So this next question, I think, is something that's actually on a lot of people's minds. Do you have Prince Albert in a can.
Oh my god. You said there would be stupid questions.
I did say that. I
Do I have
did.
Prince Albert in a can? I don't know. I don't personally, but whoever has him better let the poor guy out.
Are we gonna give context to that?
Okay, so on my old channel, before Hunter Games, the previous channel, there was Super Sub. And I just uploaded a meme video of It, the movie miniseries It, from like the 80s or whatever. And there's a scene where he goes, "Do you have Prince Albert in a can?" to like one of the main characters. I just edited it. I zoomed in on it a bunch and I added a bunch of filters. And it got like 10,000 views for some reason. And it's so stupid. I hate the joke, but Skeletal never fails. Be like, yeah, you remember this video?
I have to make everyone's thing that they hate the most their most known thing.
Yeah.
I do have a track record of doing that.
True.
So moving on to Hunter Games. What happened to the original SFM series, and what was it like kind of making that and developing that, doing animation?
So what happened to them was, at the time, it was the very beginning of my channel before VHS. First video was an SFM, and I drew inspiration from this FNAF SFM animator. His name is Zajku37.
Link in the description.
Yeah, go subscribe. He's pretty cool. And it was just like stories with FNAF characters. And I took inspiration from that, and I made my own little amateur like noob SFM because it was fun to animate. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going home from school and like animating, and yeah, I just decided to do that because it was pretty fun. I liked making stories, story building, and all that. And yeah, the reason why they're gone is because it just doesn't match like what I'm going for now. Like with VHSs, I remember I made another episode of the SFM, and I uploaded it in the middle of when I was making VHSs and when they were kind of like, sprouting in views. And the SFMs got like, like 20 views or something, and I was like, this just doesn't match what I'm going for now, so I just took them all down. It was fun to make them, though.
So speaking of the VHS tapes, the originals, the first kind of like line, I guess, of the Technician Guide, Danger Scenarios, Rental Tape, Maintenance Tape, and Meet the Glam Rocks. Just kind of talk about those. What do you, how do you feel about them now and all that?
Yeah, so, first of all, you're right, because if you look in the playlist settings of my channel, those are all
Yeah,
VHS
I saw that.
1.
Yeah.
And I was planning on releasing, them in sets. But, yeah, so, those were all made when we were on Christmas break from school. And they were very easy to make. I just downloaded Vegas, Sony Vegas 17, and the VHS tapes are so easy to make. Like, they're just, text on a background with static and music. And, FNAF is, like, my favorite thing ever, so I decided to, make VHS tapes. There was this guy named Squimpus. He made FNAF VHSs. I drew a lot of inspiration from him. And I would just make a new VHS tape every day. Just because they were fun and satisfying to make. And, FNAF VHSs were the thing at the time. And I'm looking at them now 2 years ago, jeez.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, 2 years ago. They're just fun and satisfying to make. I just enjoyed them. And eventually they just blew up.
And that actually brings me to my next question, which is crazy because I remember getting messages from you, and it does not feel like 2 years ago of like, oh my god, it's at 1,000 views. 3,000 views. So specifically, the Fazbear Entertainment, the Dangerous Scenarios, how that, and blowing up and getting that sprout from like around 70 subscribers to hitting 1,000 in that pretty fast span of time. What was that like? How do you feel about that now?
God, at the time, like, that was so surreal. Like, it wasn't, obviously it wasn't always 80,000 views, but it was, as soon as it started going up from 20 views, it went up to 30, 40, 80, 200. I was freaking out because at that point I was getting like 100 views an hour, and I was like, there is no way that I like genuinely have a viral video because obviously, like I said, I've been doing YouTube all my life, since I was sentient, and it was just so crazy because seeing thousands on a video is something I have never seen in like the decade I did YouTube. It was so surreal at the time. I was so happy. I would, every time I would hit another like 100 subs, I would run, tell my sister, make an announcement in my Discord server. I met cool people through my Discord server. It was like I really had something like going, and I was just so happy about it. I was so proud of myself. It was like such a surreal moment, after doing YouTube for so long. And you ask how I feel about it now. I still think it's great. They still climb in views. I still get comments. I still get, new subscribers, new interactions. I'm thankful for it. It's just not, what I want to do now.
Hmm.
And but I keep them up. I think they're fun, and I'm glad people still enjoy them.
Yeah. So, and still in the and kind of ending off the topic of the VHS tapes, the set two with strange tape and unknown tape and something to fear. Um, what's kind of going on there? Because it definitely does feel very different to the other ones.
So the first five were released, and they got success before I started making set two. So at set one, I was kind of just doing random stuff because, like I said, I designed a new one every day, and they weren't made with any important story or anything. So with set two, I kind of made, I kind of made my own like aesthetic and like where actual design, what I wanted to do with, you know, the VHSs from there. They started to develop a story, but it's incomplete now. I couldn't tell you what the story was, but yeah, I just went for a new like design change from the ones that I just kind of started making, just started throwing stuff at.
Yeah. So what about Minecraft content? Because there was a fair amount of Minecraft videos on the channel for a fair amount of time that eventually disappeared.
Right. So there were four
We did
Minecraft videos I made.
manhunts, I know.
Three manhunts and one. Can you survive Minecraft in like a meadows only biome? So those I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the channel at the time. I was more, focused on like Minecraft because that was when, channels like Dream started popping off with like their Minecraft content. So I was like, well, maybe I should play it because Dream manhunts are fun. So, what if I man them? They were they were fun. It's just at the time I was just doing whatever I felt like instead of also concerning what I got my subscribers from, which is Five Nights at Freddy's. So I was like, so I eventually just ended up taking them down because it just doesn't match the channel. The channel wasn't built on Minecraft. It was just built on FNAF.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and speaking of how your channel is built on FNAF, after those Minecraft videos, you went into the Pop Goes series and then into Candies. So, if you maybe want to talk a little bit about the sudden jump into the FNAF fan game kind of stuff.
Yeah. So there, I was like, I took a break for a bit after the Minecraft stuff, just to take a break. I frequently take breaks from my channel. No, no, it's not always like has a reason behind it, but yeah, I jumped back because I was starting to get more into FNAF and like the fanverse and stuff. Like Security Breach was coming out, and I just enjoy watching channels like Dawko and like Fusion Z Gamer and stuff. And I was just like, well, I want to play some FNAF games, and also my channel is built on FNAF, so let me play FNAF fan games and upload them. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I just enjoy playing FNAF fan games. My channel's built on FNAF, and now I'm at like a good, like middle ground.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and then more recently, your last two videos specifically have been the 3 Scary Games series, which I have loved those last two videos so much. So, how's that series going? What are your plans? You plan to continue that, or?
Yeah, I plan to continue. They are very well received, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting it from like building off of FNAF, but like playing random horror games works too. I'm glad. I have a lot of fun making those videos. I have a lot of fun editing them, and like whatever I can do to help small horror game indie devs. That's always great. I link all the games in the description. Yeah, it's just fun, and I'm glad people enjoy it. And I'm gonna keep making 3 Scary Games content along with playing FNAF fan games. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah. So we're about to get into a real juicy question, a real spicy question here.
Ooh.
That I think is a very big burning question on a lot of people's minds. Mine specifically. You know where it's going, don't you?
No, I don't know where it's going.
Would you like to talk at all about Hunter Encrypted and the ARG?
Who? Who is that?
Don't even go that with me.
Oh man. Okay. Hunter Encrypted. Right. So that's my ARG, and it has a little bit to it right now. I don't know how many people have gone through it, but yeah, I have an ARG going. Yeah, I know you have. Yeah. You've made videos on it. It's currently on pause just because like I have other interests in mind. It's not dead by any means. It's just on a bit of a pause. I can't elaborate much. I don't want to say too much about the ARG. It's hush, but yeah, it's still happening, and glad there's people like Skeletu to spoil everything for you guys and solve all the puzzles for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to ruin things.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
So the next one is another question that I think a lot of people have just been very interested about, very similar to that. Why is it that cars are just gravitated towards being hurled at you at incredibly high velocities?
I was so confused where that question was going, but I understand. The last couple brain cells were like working together to figure out what you meant. I don't know why cars are so gravitated towards me. It's happened twice. It's actually happened a third time in the game. I haven't uploaded the clip yet. But yeah, it's happened a third time. I don't know why cars are so gravitated towards me. Maybe they're Huntergames fans. I don't know.
They see Huntergames, they have to just, crash into him and slam him against a brick wall.
True. It must be.
Alright, so the next question, I just wrote one word when I wrote it down in my doc. Okay.
Oh god.
Rust.
Rust?
Rust.
That's the question?
Rust. Period.
Rust.
Rust.
Is it a good game?
Your Rust videos.
Oh yeah, my Rust videos. I made them with a group of friends, and they're pretty good videos. You should go check them out. They're just the reason why I uploaded them to my second channel is because obviously Rust isn't horror game or FNAF or I mean some of the people in it are pretty scary, but yeah, they're just up on my second channel. They're fully edited, good videos to watch. They're pretty funny. Just focused on straight comedy. I think you guys should go check them out. Yeah. Very good videos. I'm proud of them.
I made sure to throw this question in here mostly because I just want to encourage you guys to go watch these. I want to encourage you guys to watch all of Hunter's stuff, but specifically these because I find myself rewatching these from time to time. They're very they have very good rewatchability.
I'm glad.
Really, really good videos. And then so this is another. This is kind of a question that we, it's more so geared towards you, but I have some things I get to weigh in on here. I think you know where it's going, baby. How is UMSMP going? What are your hopes for it in the future? Where do you just your thoughts on UMSMP?
Well, I do have to be careful what I say, but I love the UMSMP. All of my VODs are going up on the second channel, and I'm streaming it on Twitch whenever I feel like it.
I'm not gonna cut this out, but guys, yeah, Huntergames just had a shotgun pumped into his chest 8 times. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. No, I did not. Someone came into my room. Okay, what were we talking about?
How you feel about UMSMP and where what are your hopes for it in the future? Where's it going?
Yeah, I love UMSMP. Again, I stream it on Twitch and I upload it to my second channel. I enjoy, playing it with good old Skella Boy over here. And, yeah, we plan to have, more people join. I'll be careful with my words here. We plan to have more people join, and we're going to have seasons. Can I say that?
You can say seasons.
Okay, we're going to have multiple seasons, multiple storylines. It's really fun. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I can't say much about it at the time, just because, Caleb will shoot me in the chest with a shotgun.
Yeah, I actually do have this, what I wanted Hunter to answer on this question, written on, like, a card that I'm holding up for him in the camera, with a gun next to him. I'm kidding, he's kidding. So that's basically it for the timeline questions, which leaves us with the last 5 questions of more general about you and about your channel and all that.
All right.
So, to kick these general questions off with, do you have any future plans to do a face reveal at some point?
I do have future plans to do a face reveal. I can't reveal, any details at the time. I don't know where it will be, when it will be, where it will be. You'll have to come and see my face. I'm gonna schedule an event. No, I don't know when it'll be. I do plan to do a face reveal at some point, just because, I want to put my face cam in videos. It just adds to, reactions and all, especially because I play horror games. So yeah, I will do a face reveal one day, and it is in the near future. I'm not going to say one day, and then it's in, a year. But, yeah, I do plan to do a face reveal very soon. So keep a lookout for that.
So what are the origins of, or more, where did it come from on the Huntergames, the little stick figure guy?
I knew you were going to ask this, but when I was designing the sprites you see on the screen right now, I was like, he's going to ask where this came from. So, how many years ago? I don't even know. I'll say in 20...
6?
Yeah.
6-ish.
Yeah, sure. About that many years ago, my brother designed a little character on our driveway. What?
I'd never heard this story before.
Maybe I didn't tell you the full story.
I was going back to comics.
No. So...
It goes earlier.
So, a very long time ago, before I was sentient, my brother drew on our driveway with chalk a little character. I think it was himself. And he drew, a little character with 4 spikes on his hair. Okay? Exactly as you see on my character. So I didn't see this at the time, but on his Instagram, he posted it. And I looked at it, and I was like, this is a great design. It's so simple. I love it. It looks like me. It looked like me at the time. So then I just made it my character. I think it's beautiful. My brother is well aware that I used his drawing. So here's his credit. My brother made the drawing, okay? But he's now my mascot. So there you go. That is the full version. And then I just what you're saying about comics, I just use the design throughout many comics and drawings, just because I like it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah, I never actually heard that story before.
Is the full
It's interesting,
story.
yeah. Um, what has been your favorite and what has been your least favorite video that you've made across Hunter Games and Hunter Games Squared?
My favorite and least favorite video.
Yeah.
Um, that's a good question. I don't really know if I have a least favorite because all my videos for the most part have been fun to make. I I never I've always been the same way that I don't want to make a video or something if I'm not enjoying it. So like everything I make I've always enjoyed. So I can't really say a least favorite. But as for my favorite, it's probably been the Five Nights at Candy's 3 Part 1. And I know that sounds very like against what I said in the video because I was so scared. It's not fake. I am actually terrified of it. But I
I
am just what?
when I can clarify here. When that video just came out, I remember Hunter coming up to me and be like, "Bro, that like I won't play that game again."
Yeah, I like it is genuinely scary. All of the reactions in it are fully genuine. Like I am terrified of the monster rat. Okay, I told my mom about it, how scared I was, and I think it's my favorite just because I've never. I'm mostly desensitized to horror things growing up on Five Nights at Freddy's and jump scares, but genuinely, no game has scared me like Five Nights at Candy's 3 has. And I think it makes that, my favorite game. Because nothing gets reactions out of that um like that did. Like I don't get reactions like that anymore. So that's probably my favorite video I've made just because how scared I was, bro. So good.
Yeah. Um, and these last two questions very much go kind of hand in hand. So for your everyday kind of type of videos, what's the future looking like for Hunter Games and Hunter Games Squared?
Well, for Hunter Games Squared, I just upload whatever I want. If I have a funny clip or, a video that doesn't really fit in with, the Hunter Games quota, then I just upload it there. I upload the VODs there. There's no really, plans I have for it. It's just if there's something I want to upload there that doesn't fit in with Hunter Games, I upload it there. As for Hunter Games, continue with Finance of Candies 3, unfortunately. And keep playing FNAF fan games and, 3 scary games, new series here and there, all revolving around horror and FNAF. It'll stay the same always, just
Nice.
because that's how I like it, that's how the fans like it.
Um, and now this is the big final question that I ask.
Oh,
I ask to everyone, being just Jurassic. Um, do you have any sort of big projects or anything specific that you're really putting a lot of some big thing that you're working on that's you have anything
some
specifically?
some big looming project that I've
Yeah.
been working on.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you this. Over, the half a year period that I've returned to YouTube and made all these videos, I have been working on a 2022 roundup Hunter Games video, funniest moments. He's so funny, and I'm gonna upload it on New Year's Day, 2023, and I've just been
Nice.
gathering clips.
Nice.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I've been doing something similar. I've been doing something similar. That
Yeah,
yeah, and those are definitely very big projects to work on to gather those clips and actually get them from the video and then make them all flow together nicely.
yeah,
Very hard thing to do, but yeah,
it's worth it in the end.
for sure, to be able to have something to show and be like, this is my channel.
Yeah. And then I'll put it as my featured video that automatically plays whenever you look at my channel so I can get free views.
um. So yeah, um. There it is. I, yeah. I guys have enjoyed this interview, Hunter. Anything you wanna plug? Obviously, Hunter's links are in the description. But anything else you wanna plug specifically?
Subscribe to all my channels. Subscribe to my Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Follow, all Skeletals things. Uh, Follow Zajku37 in the
Yeah,
description.
yeah.
Yeah. Follow Jurassic. Uh,
I'm not
Follow
putting
all
him
the
in the
people in my
description.
channels tab. Follow all the people in
Yeah.
my channels tab.
All right. Bye, everyone.